views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Getting your work week started right by stretching out your vagina holes with the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun of Harlem.
All right, good morning, everybody, and thanks for allowing me to beam you aboard the mothership. You are now inside the mothership for another exciting ride across the galaxy for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. It's a 3-hour journey, folks. We will be cruising along at triple redunculous speeds, but do not worry. The gravitational plates are gravitating, the inertia canceller is canceling, and the deflector array is wearing its mask, and it is making sure that it stays at 6 feet away from the other ships. Okay? So, we're good. Coming up on the show today, of course, we're going to have a recap of yesterday's fantastic, brand spanking new episode of Just a Few Questions called Vacation Planning, where D-Unit and Mad Martin from Eugene Media will be building from the ground up their very own travel agency. Yes, we'll see how that works out. Of course, plenty of music for your vajir holes and a whole ton of new music, by the way, submitted from around the world. By the way, if you are in a band and you have some music out there that you think should be in the vajir holes of everybody around the world, then by all means, submit it to the station. The way you do that is make sure that it is, first off, an MP3. I don't mess with WAV files, okay? Computer system doesn't like them. I know that they sound better. I get it. But computer system doesn't like them. So, send me MP3s. Please attach them to an email and send that email to newmusic@alienxradio.com. Again, that's newmusic@alienxradio.com. Now, here's a little trick. I cannot believe that I have to keep telling you guys this, okay? You're in a band. You're trying to get your music heard, right? There's another part to that you're forgetting. In addition to making sure that people hear your music, they need to know who you are. Okay? Who you are. Doesn't do any good to just know the name of the song. They need to know the name of the band. When you send me an email, I don't care if you say the name of your band 200 times in the text of the email. If the MP3 just says the name of the song and it doesn't have the name of your band in there anywhere, you're screwed. Okay? When I put your MP3 into the library, your email goes somewhere else. When I play the song, I need to know the name of your band right there. Okay? It can't just be the name of your song. Okay? The best format, I'm telling you right now, the best format is the name of your band, space, dash, space, then the name of the song. That's the best format ever. We put it into the library alphabetically. It puts you in there with all the other bands, and all of the songs that you perform are now in alphabetical order amongst just your band. Wow, isn't that amazing, folks? I'm just saying, it's a little thing that you might want to do so that when I play your music on the station, in addition to just letting people rock out to your music, I can actually tell them who you are. So they can go to your website, they can go buy your merch, perhaps they can buy your CD. Perhaps they can follow you on social media. Aren't these the things that you're trying to get done, folks? I think so, okay? Just getting your music out there is not it. You need to suck them in. You need to pull them into your social media and your world. And the way they do that is by telling them who you are. So please, when you are putting your MP3 into that email, please make sure that the name of your band is included in the title of the MP3 as well as the title of the song, okay? Other formats that I accept, WeTransfer. You can send it to me through WeTransfer. Again, though, make sure that the name of the band is also amongst the name of the song in the title of the MP3 that you're sending me. You You can also send me a link for Dropbox or Google Drive, something of that nature. Okay, but it must come to me in an email to newmusic@alienxradio.com. Sorry, I didn't mean to get all crazy and specific on you, but damn it, I'm trying to get your music out there, and we need to do it the right way. So let's go ahead and get things underway the way we always do, and that is with a little bit of a history lesson, since there is no history being taught anymore. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
Let's take a look at this day in history.
October 5th, 2001. A new scare for Americans just weeks after the September 11th terror attacks. Robert Stevens, a tabloid photo editor in Florida, dies from inhaled anthrax. He's the first of 5 people to die from anthrax-laced letters, which also infect more than a dozen others in the United States. The cases remain unsolved. 1988. In Omaha, Nebraska, a memorable moment during a debate between 2 candidates for vice president. Republican Dan Quayle argues he has as much experience as John F. Kennedy did when he was elected president. Democrat Lloyd Benson replies,
I served with Jack Kennedy. I knew Jack Kennedy. Jack Kennedy was a friend of mine. Senator, you're no Jack Kennedy.
1962. Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles. Love Me Do, the first hit by rock's Fab Four, is released in Britain. Beatlemania sweeps America more than a year later. 1969. Also in Britain, Monty Python's Flying Circus debuts on BBC TV. The comedy series, with its absurd gags about silly walks, dead parrots, and spam, becomes a cult hit in the United States. And 2001, Barry Bonds of the San Francisco Giants becomes baseball's king of single-season home runs. He hits 2 homers against the Los Angeles Dodgers, breaking Mark McGwire's record of 70. Bonds ends the season with 73 home runs, still the record, nearly 6 years before topping Hank Aaron's record of career home runs. Today in history, October 5th, Mike Gracia, The Associated Press.
Going straight into rock your face off mode. First thing in the morning with North of Never and the Great Divide.
Shall we have a look at these files? Or shall we discuss the identity of our DJ friend?
the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Less commercials, definitely.
Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Awesome!
And now it's time for the punchlines. And this portion of the show being brought to you by Igor's Lube. And Igor's Lube's family of products. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook. Keep in mind that their brand spanking new product is called Igor's Governor's Glue. Also, a.k.a. the Gretsch Trap. And the Gretsch Trap has been sprung in Michigan, folks. That's right. Anyway, punchlines number 1 goes as follows. Florida woman out of luck when winning lottery ticket gets lost in the mail. No kidding. The Postal Service is investigating what happened, and officials apologize for any quote-unquote inconvenience for Sue Burgess's $10,000 loss. Really? $10,000. So we're sorry. It happened. Sorry. Really? So you got a $10,000 winning. First off, you're an idiot. Okay? You're an idiot. I don't care where the office is. You go. This isn't a $10 ticket. This isn't a $100 ticket. It's not a $1,000 ticket. It's a $10,000 ticket. You get in your car and you drive down there. I don't care if it's at the other end of the state. You drive down there. You Uber. You do something. You get there. You don't trust the mail. So, she mentioned how it's kind of strange that the mail wasn't very trustworthy when sending the lottery ticket because, you know, she's been sending her iTunes cards to the IRS each and every week for months and months and months without any complaints whatsoever. So, you can see how she's a little bit gullible in the first place. Lady, you're an idiot. NASA is testing a brand spanking... Speaking of idiots. NASA is testing a brand spanking new $23 million titanium space toilet. It's a shitter. Okay? You poop in it. You pee in it. Why is it... I don't understand. $23 million for a toilet. NASA's first... new space potty in decades is getting a not-so-dry run at the International Space Station before it eventually flies to the moon. So it's going to be on the ship that goes to the moon, so they're going to test it out at the space station first. And for $23 million, it better really work. And, I mean, really, I don't understand what could possibly cost $23 million. Remember when the government, they were able to spend, what was it, $6 million on Lee Majors and, you know, build a bionic man out of him? It was only $6 million. I guess poop is a little bit more expensive. I want to tell you. British Wildlife Park removes 5 cursing parrots from the public view. So their parrots, they like to throw around some obscenity. So they remove them from the view of the public. We'll get to that in a second. This is what they're quoted as saying, not the parrots, the officials at the wildlife park. If they teach the others bad language, then we'll end up with 250 swearing birds. Yeah. Can you imagine that? 250 birds just all swearing at each other all at the same time. Will sound like a meeting of Congress. Anyway, back to the thing. They removed them from the view of public. These birds are speaking, right? That's an audio thing. That's not a visual thing, right? Nobody's reading their beaks, correct? So they moved them out of view around the corner. So now when people are there visiting, they just hear a bunch of what they think are old ladies cursing and bickering at one another in the other room. Just randomly calling each other horrible names and telling them to do things with each other with household stuff. I don't know. And finally, NASA astronaut Kate Rubins, she plans to cast her vote from outer space. Right there in the space station. She's quoted as saying, "I think it's really important for everybody to vote. If we can do it from space, then I believe folks can do it from the ground too." It's a good quote. It's true. She's up there on that space station. I'm sure she has, I don't know how the mail-in votes work there, but it's a good thing that she didn't have to mail in a $10,000 winning lottery ticket, right? Because then she'd be screwed. That would just be money down the $23 million toilet. We lost your $10,000 ticket, Miss Astronaut. But here's a $23 million pooper for you. Enjoy. Brand spanking new submission to the station, folks. I haven't even heard it yet. Emma Kelly is the name of the artist. Lifeboats, the name of the song. And you are tuned to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
You keep on holding on to issues that you wouldn't want to call upon. I'm not trying to be vindictive, but I've had enough to call your bluff, but I've found a way to get away from all your flaws. So I'm so cool and unpredictable, cause what you want is so habitual. I'm not treading water anymore. So try stop me, cause I'm swimming, now you're floating by me. Can't stop me, you're drowning, don't pull me under. Sorry that I'm not good at saying goodbye. I'm not your lifeboat anymore. To start looking out to see that you only pull me down. And I can't comprehend why I always stuck around to hear you out. Cause I found a way, a new escape to a place I call my own. I'm so cool and unpredictable, cause what you want is so habitual. I'm not treading water anymore. So try stop me, cause I'm swimming, now you're floating by me. Can't stop me, you're drowning, don't pull me under. Sorry that I'm not good at saying goodbye. I'm not your lifeboat anymore. Try stop me now, I'm swimming about. You're swimming there now, you're drowning. Try stop me now, I'm swimming about. You're swimming there now, you're drowning. Try stop me now, I'm swimming about. You're swimming there now, you're drowning. Try stop me now, I'm swimming about. You're swimming there now, you're drowning. I'm so cool and unpredictable, cause what you want is so habitual. I'm not treading water anymore. So no. Try stop me, cause I'm swimming, now you're floating by me. Can't stop me, you're drowning, don't pull me under. Sorry that I'm not good at saying goodbye. I'm not your lifeboat anymore. Try stop me now, I'm swimming about. You're swimming there now, you're drowning. Try stop me now, I'm swimming about. You're swimming there now, you're drowning. Try stop me now, I'm swimming about. You're swimming there now, you're drowning. Try stop me now, I'm swimming about. You're swimming there now, you're drowning. Try stop me now, I'm swimming about. You're swimming there now, you're drowning. Try stop me now, I'm swimming about. You're swimming there now, you're drowning.
Oh, leave me alone. No, kiss me. No, no, yes, no, no, yes, no, yes. Oh, 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 my helmet is so big.
In my eyes, secrets hide, I'll never tell. Seems like I'm running and acting like someone else. Don't count on me, I'll always let you down. I'll break you, I'll make you hurt. Because I can, I'll fake it, I'll play it off. It's all part of the plan. I can't cage or contain this
All right, we've reached that time. That's right, it's time for a short break, a pause in the action for station identification, and our own prospect. We'll be bringing you up to speed on what's going on in the world of sports with our very own Alien X Radio Weekly Sports Update. We got the second half of hour number 1 coming up right after this, so go nowhere. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the prospect.
What is up, everyone? I am the Prospect, and this is the weekly sports update on Alien X Radio. The NBA season has been a virtual roller coaster. The season came to a screeching halt, only to resume in a shortened quarantine format, with some of the teams not participating at all. Like the other sports that resumed, the postseason will be something to remember forever. The Los Angeles Lakers are in a prime position to do so after beating the Miami Heat 124-114 to take a 2-game lead in the finals. Anthony Davis and LeBron James were on fire throughout the game, becoming the first Lakers tandem to score at least 32 points in a finals game since Kobe and Shaq in 2002. Coach Frank Vogel thinks that this team will pull it out and win the franchise's 18th championship, while Eric Spoelstra believes the Heat will emerge out of this 0-2 hole. We will see by the next update. Elsewhere in the league, the Philadelphia 76ers have acquired newly available head coach Doc Rivers days after parting ways with the Clippers. The deal, set over 5 years, places him in the Atlantic Division, where he will likely be setting a rivalry with the team that he won a championship with in 2008, the Boston Celtics. With the early exit in the playoffs, the Sixers look to improve their roster and their playmaking, and with Rivers guiding them, it may result in a deeper trip in the next year's playoffs. The NFL has their first official confirmed cases of COVID-19. 8 Tennessee Titans players have tested positive for the virus, making their game against the Pittsburgh Steelers postponed until later in the season. And it has been reported that Patriots' Cam Newton has been diagnosed as well, ruling him out in their game against the Chiefs. The NFL has also announced that some Chiefs players have been tested positive as well, and so the league has moved that game to either Monday or Tuesday. The Patriots are looking to start Brian Hoyer when their game gets rescheduled. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect. Say until next time, Prospect out.
With the weather quickly changing, it might be a good time to have your furnace or air conditioner checked out by a professional. Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon,
Alien X Radio.
Resistance is futile. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Here we go! Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The house is now on fire.
And welcome back. We are screaming head on into the second half of our number one. Well, maybe not screaming. We're just talking really loud in the back row of the movie theater, playing on our cell phones and stuff, making everybody mad because they're finally allowed to go back to the movies. Still haven't seen the new Bill and Ted. Drives me crazy. But I did get to see the new episode of The Walking Dead. And I'm just going to say this, man. There is absolutely no way that scene could have possibly have been shot after the 6-foot rule was put in place. I'm just saying, there had to have been, 10,000 extras? And they were literally touching each other's shoulders. It's the largest horde of zombies I've ever seen. Yes, I've heard of zombies. I've heard of them. Anyway, getting the second half of our number one underway. We will have some bad movie flashbacks. Maybe I'll do some classic episodes of Just a Few Questions as well as music for your vajir holes. The brand spanking new of... I missed a word in the sentence there. The brand spanking new episode of Just a Few Questions is also on its way in our number 3. That one is called Vacation Planning, where D-Unit and Sir Martin of Mad will put together a travel agency from the ground up, and we'll see how that works out. Anyway, let's go ahead and put some of that music into your vajir holes. We're going to switch up the music drastically right now. Okay, we play a lot of hard rock around here, but you heard the song that we played as a random grab. That wasn't rock, or I don't know what that was. It wasn't really pop. It was a nice mixture of a lot of stuff. It was pretty good. So I'm going to go with Rusty Boilers right now. A little Poetic Justice, the name of the song. And you are listening to The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
In your eyes, glamour and infinity. I ourselves took a love with a new love. Liberated from eternity. Leaving cracks in your attempt to hurt. Delusions with beautiful fingers and button white shirts. Every time you both the thing, curiosity surrounds you with pain. In my nemesis, compassion is my weakness. Believe in your strength in facing sickness. Waking up from Zeus' rage on Atlantis and waiting for poetic justice. In the light of a candle, 2 glasses of red wine. Release your passion, hurts cable. So I'm stifling my nemesis. Compassion is my weakness. Believe in your strength in facing sickness. Waking up from Zeus' rage on Atlantis and waiting for poetic justice. That's right, that's right. Waiting for poetic justice.
What can I get you? I'd like the chef salad, please, with the oil and vinegar on the side, and the apple pie a la mode.
Chef and apple a la mode.
But I'd like the pie heated, and I don't want the ice cream on top. I want it on the side, and I'd like strawberry instead of vanilla if you have it. If not, then no ice cream, just whipped cream, but only if it's real. If it's out of a can, then nothing.
When a woman screams, I just feel the need to be there.
Against the current, I look right into your eyes, wondering where our paths divide. You always crack a little smile, satisfied when you're on time. Too afraid I can find the right words to make that weathered hot style. Ooh, got your trouble, baby, underneath my skin, underneath my skin. Ooh, got your fever, when do we begin? Oh, too close, ready for the impact. Keep pushing till I drop. Wake up, born, this is order. Chaos in my blood, it just won't stop. Ooh, got your trouble, baby, underneath my skin, underneath my skin. Ooh, got your fever. When do we begin? Oh, got your trouble, baby, underneath my skin, underneath my skin. Ooh, got your fever. When do we begin? Oh, you got me where you are, where you are. Put on the rain, got your trouble, baby, underneath my skin, underneath my skin. Ooh, got your fever, when do we begin? Oh, got your trouble, baby, underneath my skin, underneath my skin. Ooh, got your fever. When do we begin?
Here's this week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please. No.
In the far distant future, in a galaxy where those in the know don't go, real estate is cheap, and they've got great sushi. But there's no water.
You got any water?
It is a time when desperate men will swing from the chandeliers just to get a drink.
Just take a look at that.
Good men like Jason, space pirate and explorer of the cosmos. His chief engineer and fellow rogue Roscoe. And the beautiful Princess Karina. One tiny band who must bust their buns, battling the masters of all the water in the galaxy. The evil Mithradoids, famous for not being nice.
Killing you would be too easy.
See depravity in zero gravity. Bye-bye. See glamour girls from another galaxy. See kung fu robots. And delight in the mysteries of the seventh world. The one place in the universe to get a decent glass of water. The Ice Pirates. A totally spaced adventure.
Just a few questions.
It's time for just a few questions.
All right, let's check out, see how kind of week the alien had.
All right. So we do this every week. I come up with just a few questions. This is nothing serious.
Nope. One's just one, though.
One is one.
Two's a couple.
Two's a couple. Three is a few.
And a crowd.
And then all the rest are a gaggle, a bunch, a plethora. Several.
Let me ask you something.
It's a good one. So, let's go ahead and get this thing underway with Dirty Mind Detroit in studio. Question number one.
Question number one.
After hiring a new agent, your band has been booked as an opening act at the original Woodstock. Obviously, your only mode of transportation is time travel. After hunting down a used time machine on Craigslist, you and the band climb aboard and do what? A, use the machine's scanner to zero in on historic concentrations of marijuana smoke and loudspeaker announcements about the hazards of taking brown acid. B, abandon the gig, travel back in time to your choice, what time and place, and start over. C, set the time circuit to August 20th, 1969. Or D, set the time circuit to August 15th, 1969. And go.
G.
D. She says D. She's going to set the time circuits to August 15th, 1969. That is her choice. Is she right? Should she do that? We're not gonna answer that yet. That's your answer though, right? Okay. And go.
I agree with Mel. D.
D. You're going to set the time circuits to August 15th, 1969.
I go with one.
You go with one. You're just going to zero in on the largest concentration of weed smoke and the most documented cases of bad acid trips.
Yes.
Woodstock.
All right. Okay. And go. 2. He's going to abandon the gig and go back to what time and place and start over? 1957.
Who wants to see Gene Krupa play?
It was a
Chevy.
Yeah, I want to say it's a great Chevy.
And go. Which one?
Deployment?
The 20th. You say that you would set the time circuit to go to August 20th, 1969? Okay, that's your answer. And D.
I'm going with the first one, cuz.
Zeroing in on the marijuana smoke and acid.
Freaking lootly.
All right. Well, the people that were going to successfully make it to the show are the ones zeroing in on the concentration of the marijuana smoke and the ones that went there on August 15th, 1969. Because if you got there on August 20th, you would just be there in a big pile of garbage and stuff after the show was over.
Couple stragglers.
Because the show was over.
Hey, man. Got any spare change?
Then you would just hear all the stories about the brown acid.
We're here. They were still laying around.
All right. So, question number 2. Question number 2. After becoming the first band to figure out how to record an album in Braille. Everybody's like, what?
By Stevie Wonder.
You later went on to invent the rectal microphone. During the beta testing on this equipment, what celebrity showed the most improvement by shoving their microphone up their ass? Was it A, Eminem, B, Madonna, C, Robert De Niro, or D, other, and you get to say who. And go.
D, other, Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber!
Who's that show?
There's no wrong answer.
There's definitely Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro. All right.
The guy who sang on Hollywood Nights, the movie. He sang Valari.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. There you go. De Niro. You talking to me? De Niro again. Another De Niro.
I'm going to go with D. I'm going to make up my own. And I'm sure the microphone has probably been up her ass. I'm going to say Courtney Love.
Courtney Love. Yeah. It's probably been there.
And a stand.
Yeah, you're right.
It just ended up there. Or maybe back in there. I don't know. All right. Question number 3.
Question number 3 is not a multiple choice question.
Oh, some bitch. You got to think about something?
You got to think about something now. You got to come up with your own answer.
Damn.
So, we know where we've been so far. So, after playing a historic...
There's going to be a freaking Mad Libs at the end of this bitch.
After playing a historic show at Woodstock, bringing music to blind people all over the world, and inventing the Robert De Niro Burrow SM58 rectal microphone, a Lifetime movie is being made about the band. Who would you like to play you in the film? And go. I'm guessing no one's going to say Robert De Niro.
Lizzie Hale, absolutely. You mentioned her. She's always on my mind, too. There you go.
Lizzie Hale.
I got a great one. Jack Black, baby.
Jack Black.
Freaking A-right, baby.
Good
I don't care how many millions you got to pay him. He can play me.
All right. Everybody's deep in thought now. And go.
Peter Fonda.
Good answer. Good answer.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
And go.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix to play you.
Right.
All right.
Take a hell of an agent to get him working again.
I know, right?
Well, we already established that you can get a time machine on Craigslist. So.
And a tanning bed.
And we already know how to zone into Woodstock. And go. Buddy Rich.
Such the drummer.
Come on, Bob. Who's going to play you, Bob? What about Chong's going to play Bob?
Jimmy Page.
You want Jimmy Page to play you?
Yeah. All right. Well, Jimmy Page.
I want to hear your answers on
I don't have to answer no questions.
I know, man, which sucks.
I don't know.
Is there a question number 4?
You know who would not be is Johnny Depp. Would not be Johnny Depp.
Be Johnny Depp.
He would not be allowed anywhere in the project.
I don't understand what you got against Johnny Depp, dude.
I don't understand what you don't have against him.
He's a hell of a guitar player.
All right.
You know?
Well, everybody, that has been
just
a few questions. Thanks for playing along. See, I told you it'd be fun. Yes, that was a classic episode of Just a Few Questions. We do that each and every week on Sunday during Inside the Mothership. That airs at 12 noon Eastern on this fantastic radio station. Make sure you tune on in. Sometimes you can even call in and participate and be part of Just a Few Questions. Maybe you got an idea for Just a Few Questions. Maybe you have a situation that you want me to put somebody in. Well, you can always send me an email at alienstone@alienxradio.com. It is that time right now to take a short break, pause in the action for station identification as we're closing out hour number 1. Hour number 2 is up right after this with much more music for the Vajira holes, more punchlines, more silliness, more classic Just a Few Questions, more bad movie flashbacks, and just more. Just more. So stick around, go nowhere. That all on the other side of this. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
When you make a sandwich at home, do you reach down past the first 3 or 4 pieces of bread?
to go down and get the good bread.
When you run down the street on fire, people will move out of your way.
You know, it's about to start getting pretty hot outside. I think it's time I have a professional check out my air conditioning unit.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend?
Igor's Lube.
I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out?
Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube.
I got dry, flaky elbows.
Igor's Lube.
Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube.
That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Oh my God. What have I done? What have I done?
Look at the turning wheel.
The Alignment, the latest CD from the Creeping Chaos, featuring Dead in the Water.
Dead in the water.
Beg for mercy and Under the Blade.
We live our lives under a blade.
Available now at iTunes, CD Baby, and Rock of Ages in Garden City.
Tattoos. Whether you've collected 1, 2, 20 or more, you have spent a lot of money getting ink. Well, what happens when you die? The meat the art is on shrivels and turns to dust. Save that artwork, you inked elder, with the help of the Dead Art Recovery Center. Our specialists will surgically chainsaw that skin doodle from your bloated, rotting, tat-ridden corpse and preserve it for future generations. Your great-grandchildren will marvel at your preserved little butterfly, barbed wire, broken heart tattoo. But hey, you were young and the tattoo artist was a bit of a dick. So instead of something deep, you got a tattoo in Cantonese that roughly translates to mad diarrhea. Anyway, whatever your tattoo says, shows, or shames, the Dead Art Recovery Center is here preserving that bad decision for centuries to come.
Feel Good Firing's the place to call when you really want to make yourself feel big by firing somebody. We provide you with an unsuspecting loser who you can hire, then turn around and fire. But Feel Good Firing services go beyond just satisfying your little hissy fits. We'll give you someone you can pin the blame on the next time you spend the whole company payroll on hookers and blow. So when you screw up, don't take the blame. Just pass the buck. Call Feel Good Firings and we'll take the blame, the shame, and the indictments away.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
Ah, yes, folks, it's the Attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from Outer Space, hour number 2. I'm your host, Alien Stone, broadcasting to you live from the other side of Planet Chaos as we scream to the galaxy at triple redunculous speeds aboard the mothership. Phone number, you can call in live. It's 1-313-444-8919. Again, that's 1-313-444-8919. Or Skype me at AlienStone1. That would be the number 1. Don't spell out 1 because you'd be wrong. Alien Stone 1. Also, for those of you just tuning in, we get underway at 9 o'clock, so you're late! So try again next time. I know that you're just getting to work and everything, so just try to get to work early. Okay? Get to work early so that you can get all prepared and everything, get the radio station streaming and everything before you have to punch in at 9 o'clock. I'm just saying. And then you can zone out for 3 hours, pretend like you're working when you're actually listening to the Attack. All right? Okay. So, coming up this hour, I got more music for your Vajir holes. We got punchlines. Some of that music that's coming up, let me tell you, I've got a couple things coming up. An artist that's been on the station for a very long time, like one of our original artists on here, coming up, we've got music from Once an Empire with Satellite. That's right, I'm doing a little bit of that classic Alien X Radio artist music today. Stuff that we really have been appreciating for years. Okay, so that's coming up. We're also going to play some newer stuff by a band called Sweet and Juicy. Complicate Me, the name of the song. And Southern Smoke, also a newer band with Legos. And classic bands like Rain, of course, they've been on the station forever. They'll be joining us at some point musically. Just musically, not physically here in the studio. Okay. Maybe you've got a favorite classic Alien X Radio artist that you want to hear. Well, you can go ahead and send me a text through that Skype line at AlienStone1, number 1. Or you can give me a call at 313-444-8919. Anyway, let's go ahead and get things underway with that music for you with your hole. We got some Rain coming up in this particular break. But first, we're going way back, old school Alien X Radio artists. This is a band called For We Are Many. And United We Purge. You're listening to The Attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from Outer Space.
This is Carrie from Rain, and you're listening to Alien X Radio.
blasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
All right, folks, once again, it's time for the punchlines. This portion of the show being brought to you by Igor's Lube and Igor's family of products. Perhaps you got a sweaty taint. Well, try out Igor's Lube's brand spanking new product. That's right, it's Igor's Skin Bridge Cooling Gel with new roll-on applicator. Try it, apply it, and stay cool all day. Igor's Skin Bridge Cooling Gel. Ask your doctor. So, punchlines number 2. 14 raccoons confront dad and son in an encounter that feels like end of days. End of days? Really? They're raccoons. They're vermin. They're just animals, whatever, but they're just... It's not end of days, folks. This is what he said. This was such a good idea! Exclamation point. That's sarcasm, by the way. The boy said after critters gathered in broad daylight to stare them down in San Francisco's Golden Gate Park. So they're hanging out in the park. It's broad daylight. They decided to go out to the park. I guess that's what he means by this. Was a great idea to go out to the park. And then all of a sudden, bam, they're surrounded. 14 raccoons just staring them down. Like, what, they're waiting for one of them to go, attack! Well, I guess it could have been worse because it turns out that it was actually a gang of illegal pygmy refugees in trash bandit costumes. So they had little bitty costumes. So I don't know. I think what they did is they went to a local carnival and they played the dart game and they won a bunch of stuffed raccoons. Then they took all the stuffing out and then they come inside. And then they've been living in the park. They got caught. There might be some fake news in there. Vietnamese condom factory accused of recycling used prophylactics. They're just accused, right? Tell me that maybe they are guilty. I don't know. The factory owner allegedly admitting buying used condoms. First off, who's selling these? Who's thought of this? I mean, I've had garage sales before. I have never put a box out of used condoms and say, 50 cents. I've never done that. Who has ever thought of that? But apparently in Vietnam, I guess. But anyway, they've been buying used condoms, washing them, and packing them into new packages. It just seems to me like the whole process of this would cost more than just selling new product. That's just what it seems like to me, but I don't know. I like the way they say, and they wash them. I would hope so. Not just one side either. You gotta wash both sides of it, you know what I'm saying? Inside and the outside. Sanitize and all that stuff. Warning for this Halloween, folks. The same company also makes 98% of the world's supply of candy corn. Coincidence? I think not. The other 2% are reclaimed from trash cans. They're washed also and resold. So, just saying, when the candy is based in petroleum or latex, they could be made out of condoms. Recycled. After they've been used to do it. Bank manager finds 9.7 carat diamond in Arkansas State Park. Well, lucky you, right? Kevin Kinnard. He originally thought the gem was a piece of glass. She's like, hey, check out that piece of glass. So why'd you pick it up then? You just thought it was a piece of glass. You thought it was an interesting piece of glass? I'm going to pick up this piece of glass. When was the last time that you saw a piece of glass and thought, hey, I'm going to pick up this piece of glass? Why would you do that? But he did. And then he's like, oh, wait a minute. This is actually a 9.7 carat diamond. Okay. When I am interviewing people to be my bank manager, the one thing that I'm looking for, of course, in a bank manager is the inability to differentiate between a $25,000 diamond and a chunk of glass. I'm sure that he did not pick up the chunk of glass and then determine, hey, you know what? I think this is actually a $25,000 diamond. I'm sure he took it to somebody who actually knew. And finally, dogs are sniffing out COVID-19 in travelers at Helsinki Airport. I've seen this. They're training them. They've been able to, they already know how to hunt. They just basically just change the smell on them. They just change what they're sniffing out, right? The Finnish canine coronavirus detectors can sense the virus by sniffing the neck sweat of travelers. Well, what if you're not sweating? They put you on a treadmill, okay? So you got to get on a treadmill, get going until your neck starts sweating, and then they tell you to lay down on the ground, and they bring in this dog, and they have him sniff your neck while he humps your leg, I guess. And then, you know, he goes ding, 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 ding. No, that's not what really happens. But he does sniff your neck sweat. Now, I'm assuming that if you don't have neck sweat, that it would actually be beneficial because of the nature of dogs. They are most accurate if they're allowed to sniff your ass or crotch anyway. So hopefully, if you're going to get COVID, you get COVID in your crevice. And then you get a Helsinki canine to stick his nose up there and tell you early so that you can get treatment. You know what I'm saying? Music for your vagir holes instead of a canine for your Legos, the name of the tune, and Southern Smoke, the name of the band. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Catch the beauty of the setting sun. That ocean breeze gives me release. I feast my eyes out to the east and watch the sunrise over everyone. Now the day goes by where I don't think about your beauty like a show in my heart. I love you now and forever true. The rising water hits your feet, and then you're taking all the beauty you see. Up on the land, there are no plans, no stress or problems on your hands, and for the first time, yeah, you're finally free. Now the day goes by.
Thank you for that lovely tune. That funky music will drive us till the dawn. Let's go, let's boogaloo till we puke.
Come and get it. You're beautiful, but you're dangerous. So dangerous. You're what I need. Oh, so dangerous. Got me begging from my knees. Ooh. That's how I like it. You know we need it. Here we go. Complicated. Let's get complicated. You're beautiful, but you're dangerous. Beautiful, but you're dangerous. Beautiful, you're beautiful. Oh, you're beautiful, you're
Oh, that's right. We are up against another break. Another moment to take the opportunity to introduce you to our sponsors and to bring you up to speed on what's going on in the world of sports once again as we bring you the weekly sports update from our very own Alien X Radio sports reporter, The Prospect. And to let you know that we are now hitting the halfway point, but you don't have to brace yourself. I know we're going to turn. We're going to make a roundabout and head back towards Earth. But don't worry. You can just relax. You can even pour yourself an open glass of whiskey. It's okay. The inertia cancelers are the finest ever to be installed at Jupiter Station. You won't even notice. There'll be no actual feeling whatsoever. Just turn around. We'll be headed back towards the big blue ball. Okay? So, that being said, we've got another half of the show on the way with a classic episode of Just a Few Questions, a classic episode of a bad movie flashback, more music for your ear holes, and just yesterday's brand spanking new episode of Just a Few Questions, Vacation Planning, where D-Unit and Mad Martin from UG Media will be building from the ground up a travel agency. Where will you go? How will you get there? What packages will be available? And will lube be available as well? All that coming up. So stick around for the second half of the attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from Outer Space.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with The Prospect.
What is up, everyone? I am The Prospect, and this is the weekly sports update on Alien X Radio. The NBA season has been a virtual roller coaster. The season came to a screeching halt, only to resume in a shortened quarantine format, with some of the teams not participating at all. Like the other sports that resumed, the postseason will be something to remember forever. The Los Angeles Lakers are in a prime position to do so after beating the Miami Heat 124-114 to take a 2-game lead in the finals. Anthony Davis and LeBron James were on fire throughout the game, becoming the first Lakers tandem to score at least 32 points in a finals game since Kobe and Shaq in 2002. Coach Frank Vogel thinks that this team will pull it out and win the franchise's 18th championship, while Eric Spoelstra believes the Heat will emerge out of this 0-2 hole. We will see by the next update. Elsewhere in the league, the Philadelphia 76ers have acquired newly available head coach Doc Rivers days after parting ways with the Clippers. The deal, set over 5 years, places him in the Atlantic Division, where he will likely be setting a rivalry with the team that he won a championship with in 2008, the Boston Celtics. With the early exit in the playoffs, the Sixers look to improve their roster and their playmaking, and with Rivers guiding them, it may result in a deeper trip into next year's playoffs. The NFL has their first official confirmed cases of COVID-19. 8 Tennessee Titans players have tested positive for the virus, making their game against the Pittsburgh Steelers postponed until later in the season. And it has been reported that Patriots' Cam Newton has been diagnosed as well, ruling him out in their game against the Chiefs. The NFL has also announced that some Chiefs players have been tested positive as well, and so the league has moved that game to either Monday or Tuesday. The Patriots are looking to start Brian Hoyer when their game gets rescheduled. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect. Say until next time, Prospect out.
With the weather quickly changing, it might be a good time to have your furnace or air conditioner checked out by a professional.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right. Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio. Resistance is futile.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vajir holes. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
All right, everybody, we are now in the second half. Up to the second knuckle, if you will. Wow! Sorry about that. Sorry. Everybody just was like, wow, dude. That left a real bad taste in my mouth. Well, you should have washed your hands afterwards. Jeez. If that's where the show's going. Okay. Well, we never know where the show's going. We know we're headed back towards Planet Earth right now. It's right where the second half of the show. Just a few questions on the way, bad movie flashbacks, music for your vajir holes, and of course, the brand spanking new episode of Just a Few Questions. It's kind of a review show. No, we got sports in here. We dumped the news, by the way. I guess you guys have kind of picked up on that by now, because I'm sure that a lot of you were tuning into the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space to get your news. I'm sure that's where you were coming to get it, right? Well, it turns out that, you know, I was getting news from all these different sources, and they were all contradicting each other. And they're all full of crap. Sorry, I seem to be having some kind of issue with my microphone. It's just really weak looking on the thing here. Anyway, the news is all crap, and it's all lies, and it's all bull crap, and I couldn't bring myself anymore to put it I used to record it and spend all this time cutting it up and putting it in there, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, that's not right. I'm listening to that's not true either. I was like, that's already been proven wrong. And I was like, and why does this and two different sources I'm using in the news report contradict each other? So I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm all done with it. So we've removed the news organizations other than sports because our very own sports reporter puts together his sports report. He goes, and it's kind of hard to fudge the numbers, okay? If a game plays, the winner, the numbers on we see we can't fake that. We know what happened in the game, okay? So, the prospect, our sports guy, does a fantastic job around here each and every week without fail. I cannot believe. I think there was one time I contacted him and said, hey, what happened to that? There was no internet or electricity or something. So, it was like, God's will. Music for the Vajir Holes right now on the Attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from Outer Space. Oh, wait, I already played that song. Why do I have that even in there? I have no idea why that's even loaded. That makes absolutely no sense, folks. It's like there was just it just grabbed old songs and stuff that I've already played, and it started loading them in there. Anyway, like I said, I've been playing classic tunes that have been on the station for a long time, so I'm going to keep that kind of going up right now with a band called 23 EXP, and one of my favorite songs that's been on the station, and it was such a great song that Charles Richardson from the Charles Richardson Show, conveniently named, has adopted this song to be the theme music for his radio show, which broadcasts twice a week here on our station, and of course, many times a week on his own station, which is Raw Talk Online. So check them out as well. So anyway, Stand Up by 23 EXP on the Attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from Outer Space.
Too high, I get to see the light. Yeah, it's true, been there before. But now the sun don't hurt me. It blinded me permanently. Stronger, feeling free with the shadows of the night.
Here's this week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please. No.
Meet little Melvin. He's a 90-pound weakling. Everyone hated Melvin. They tormented him until he had a horrifying accident and fell into a vat of nuclear waste. Transforming little Melvin into a hideously deformed creature of superhuman size and strength. Melvin became the Toxic Avenger. The first superhero born out of nuclear waste. Yes, the muggers and the rapists didn't know what law and order was until the Toxic Avenger came to town.
Holy shit!
I don't know what it was, but it saved my life.
All right, everybody, drop your tacos or I'll blow your brains out.
The vandals and the perverts had their way with the little people of Tromaville until the Toxic Avenger ripped them apart. The Toxic Avenger. His face is so terrifying. We can't show it to you now. You'll have to see the movie for yourself. He crushes drug pushers. Smashes hit-and-run drivers. And gives all criminals their just desserts. For incredible, explosive action, you must see the Toxic Avenger. He's a different kind of hero. The Toxic Avenger is coming to your town. Look out.
Just a few questions.
All right, folks, it's now time for my favorite segment on the show, Just a Few Questions, where I ask just a few too many questions.
I don't know, is there a few too many?
Make some people feel a little uncomfortable.
All right.
Okay, if you are easily offended,
oh well.
Too bad.
That sucks to be you.
That's a bad thing. I don't know what you're listening to me for. All right.
If you're offended, then they would have stopped listening along.
Exactly. How did you make it to hour number 2?
Let alone the whole stretch.
Right, exactly. So, here we go. Just a few questions. Question number 1. The movie Outerspace is about a test pilot played by Dennis Quaid, who has been given a second chance piloting an experimental craft that gets shrunk down to a microscopic size and injected into an unwilling person played by Martin Short. Through technology and science... What? The Tau? Wow, man, I really messed up my typing here. Let me back this back up. Through technology and science, the two are able to stay in contact the entire time, even though he's the only person that can hear Dennis Quaid talking to him.
I remember the movie well. I saw it at the drive-in.
Wow, man, I lost where was that on here. You have been chosen to participate in an experiment. You, unlike Martin Short's character, will be aware of the entire process. Before we begin, you must choose your pilot. Who do you want to be inside of you? This isn't even the question. This is you getting your character. Who's going to be the person that you choose to be piloting the ship that gets shrunk down and put inside you?
See, and this is what's messed up about this, because... I mean, it is because you don't know where the question is going to go.
Right.
So it's like, I should, and my gut is telling me to say my wife.
Your wife?
I'm going to go with Kelly.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Kelly.
Okay, so you're putting
Kelly inside me.
In the ship. All right.
Yeah.
So that's who we got. Now, in the movie, the craft was round in shape. This one disturbingly resembles a penis.
See, there you go.
Also, in the movie, the craft was injected with a syringe. Your pilot will be inserted by way of suppository. That's right. They're going in rectally. You know what? Everything in here says he. Now I got to change everything to she. Ha! Ha! Now here is a pre-mission checklist of ways to make you a little more comfortable. Answer each of these.
Igor's Lube.
You have to answer. I'm
sorry.
A, would you like them to use KY or Igor's Lube? And would you like it heated or unheated?
I'm going with Igor's Lube, and I'm going with heated.
Warm it up a little bit.
Warm it up, man.
That's right.
Warmness relaxes.
Gotcha.
I'm thinking ahead.
All right, so B, who would you like to be in charge of prepping the area, keeping in mind you are also trusting them not to take a selfie with your butthole and posting it on Facebook and Instagram?
You know what? I'm going to choose you.
You're going to choose me?
I'm choosing you.
You're trusting me not to take a selfie?
How do you like me now? Yep.
Okay.
You got to prep my ass. How do you feel about just a few questions now?
All right. C, candles of what scent?
Oh.
And what soft rock 80s cassette tape should they play?
Okay. Candle? I got to go with the Hippie Love candle.
Hippie Love
There
candle.
is an actual candle called Hippie Love.
Okay.
And 80s tape? I don't know. The Ballad of the 80s? I mean,
an artist.
An artist.
Something that would be playing that would be relaxing in the background.
Like Firehouse.
Okay, Firehouse.
Found the love of a lifetime.
Oh, right. So that's all that's going on.
Yes.
D, a blindfold. A blindfold, nose-canceling headphones, strap you down, and your wallet to bite down on. Do you need all of those items? A blindfold, noise-canceling headphones, for them to strap you down, and you need your wallet to bite down.
No, I don't need all those items.
No? What can you live without?
I can honestly live without the noise-canceling headphones because I'm going to want to hear to know what's going on.
Right. Plus, you won't be able to hear your finally found the love of a lifetime. All right. So there you go. That was question number 1.
All right. That wasn't too bad.
Now you're ready for the procedure. Okay. So question number 2.
Question number 2.
Now that your pilot has boldly gone where we presume no man has gone before.
Yes, that is a very good presumption.
In the movie, the pilot had to travel to the inner ear and connected device to the eardrum to be heard by the host. With our technology, he can be heard right away. The first thing he tells you is to lay off the red meat. Your colon looks like a landfill and smells like a rotten egg salad sandwich. In addition to the tests required by the experiment, you are also offered a few elective procedures that can be performed while the pilot is inside you. What would you like to have done? Answer each of these. A, enhance your vision or enhance your hearing.
Definitely enhance my vision.
Enhance your vision.
Because I don't know if you know, I'm legally blind.
Wow.
Yes, so definitely enhance my vision.
And he drives here every day in a big giant truck that it's a turret away from being a tank.
Yes. If somebody hits me, it's okay for me, bad for them.
Gotcha.
So we're going to definitely enhance the vision.
All right. So B, make everything that tastes bad to you now taste like pizza afterwards, or painfully scrape out your red meat landfill colon with a laser beam.
I got to go with the pizza tasting thing.
The pizza taste. So you're going to leave?
Yeah, leave the colon.
Leave the colon all
You said
nasty?
painfully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, everything that tastes bad now is going to taste like pizza.
Yes.
Okay. C, painfully scrape out the tar-filled lungs with a laser beam, or erase all of your painful memories?
I'm going to erase all of my painful memories.
You're going to erase all of them, so you're not going to learn anything from any of those memories because they're gone now. All your painful memories are gone, and you're still left with tar in your lungs.
See,
gotta think, man. Think. These are deep questions.
All right, I'm going to go with tar from the lungs.
See, even on the last one, think about it. It would have been painful clearing out your butthole.
Yeah, but the way I look
you might
at
not
it
get
is
cancer now.
Right, but the way I look at it is this. I can eat more Brussels sprouts and everything that's going to cleanse the colon, and it's still going to taste like pizza.
Okay. All right. Touche.
Okay. So that's what I was thinking on that one.
All right.
There are some, you can do some, cleansing things and
I'm with you.
Eat healthy stuff that you're not going to eat. What if it's going to taste like a pepperoni pizza? I'm going to gnaw on it.
Certainly, man.
Okay. So Brussels sprouts, here we go.
Absolutely.
Load them up. So,
I'm with you on that now.
we'll go with the, go ahead and clean out the tar from the lungs.
All right. Okay, so now you can breathe. Now, get the ability to never have to sleep or boners on demand.
Definitely going boners on demand.
Boners on demand. Just like, hey, I want a boner. Boing. Just like Pops Red. Like, it's like a switchblade knife. Right in the eye. Boing. Ah, stop it.
Sorry about that.
All right, so that's me question number 2.
All right. Question number 2.
Question number 3.
Boners on demand.
Boners on demand. That's another tagline for the show.
Right.
Inside the mothership. Boners on demand. Question number 3.
Question number 3.
The experiments are complete, and all official operations have concluded. The pilot has taken the craft into the lungs and will now wait there for the exiting sneeze procedure. In the meantime, you have a rare opportunity to conduct another experiment. You have to answer the question that has been on your mind since this whole thing started. If you smoke a joint with the pilot in your lungs, will she get high?
I like it.
Huh. What would be some of your concerns about doing this experiment, however? A, the pilot gets all wasted and accidentally hits the emergency re-enlargement button before exiting your body. B, federal law says you can't have it, sell it, or use it, but state law says it's allowed, so the whole thing is just confusing. C, my pilot is a mooch and never brings their own weed to any of the parties, so screw them, get this sneeze procedure underway. Or D, do you really want a stoner operating a $10 billion piece of microscopic technology inside your body? And again, can you really trust this person not to take a selfie inside of your butthole and post it on Facebook and Instagram and go?
It's my wife, right?
Yes, that's who you chose.
Definitely going with C.
C.
Nope.
Pilot is definitely a mooch. Never brings any weed to any parties.
Never brings any stuff to the parties. Get her out. Let's just sneeze. Have I sneezed yet?
What makes you sneeze?
What makes me sneeze?
Yeah, what'll make you sneeze?
Dust for sure.
Dust for sure. How about pepper?
Pepper, probably.
All right, so let's pepper this bitch. That has been Just a Few Questions.
Yes, folks, just a few questions. And that brings us to the end of hour number 2. Got 1 hour left of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. Coming up, we've got the brand spanking new episode. So stick around for that as D-Unit and Sir Martin of Mad on the other side of the globe calls in and they build a travel agency from the ground up. Should be fun. Also, more music for the Vajir Holes and Bad Movie flashbacks, so go no place. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
It's starting to get warm outside. Pretty soon my balls are going to stick to my leg. I got to get me some freedom.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Donna, is that a bottle of Igor's lube?
I wish you would just ring up my stuff without all the questions.
I heard there are millions of uses for that stuff.
I only have one.
Have you ever tried playing a naked game of Twister all covered in this stuff?
Can't say that I have.
This stuff will really help to get you out of a tight spot. Or into one, if you know what I mean. Huh?
Are you almost finished?
Just waiting for the bag boy.
Igor? And don't forget that my lube comes in 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 1 pint, and 1 gallon sizes. So you can feel free to try out that naked twister thing.
Uh-huh. Now see, I told you.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Oh my God. What have I done? What have I done?
Look at the turning wheel.
The Alignment, the latest CD from the Creeping Chaos, featuring Dead in the Water.
Dead in the water.
Beg for mercy and Under the Blade.
We live our lives under a blade.
Available now at iTunes, CD Baby, and Rock of Ages in Garden City.
Have I got one for the guy?
I can't take it anymore. I can't take it.
Hey, hi, Bob.
Hi, Fred.
What's the matter, Bob? You're looking a little down on the mouth.
No, doctor says I'm not getting enough fiber.
You know, Bob, 4 out of 5 doctors say 9 out of 10 Americans in 6 out of 7 surveys in 12 out of 13 cities are not getting enough fiber in their diet.
Well, what can I do?
Do what I do, Bob. I start my day with a healthy breakfast, eggs, toast, juice, and a hearty bowl of fruit and fiberglass cereal. Here, try some.
Fruit and what?
Fiberglass, Bob. Fruit and fiberglass cereal.
Well, there's almost more fiberglass than fruit.
And there's another great thing about fruit and fiberglass cereal. You can even use the leftovers to insulate your home.
You mean just one bowl can lower my heating bill by 30%?
Yes, new fruit and fiberglass cereal from the makers of Fallen Oats with cinnamon and raisins, now in new honey and asbestos flavor.
It's delicious.
All the food groups are represented. Did your mom marry Mr. Rogers?
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Give me some static.
You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership
For the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
When's the last time you had a good time?
broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vagir holes.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
All right, everybody, welcome to hour number 3. You have been beamed aboard the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. We are screaming through the galaxy at triple redunculous speeds, or at least talking really loud in the back row of the movie theater, making everybody mad because they are missing their favorite part of Bill and Ted Part 3. Anyway, We got coming up the brand spanking new episode of Just a Few Questions that was just recorded just yesterday during Inside the Mothership, which airs at 12 noon Eastern on this fantastic station each and every Sunday, where I asked D-Unit and Mad Martin to build a travel agency from the ground up, and of course I gave them all kinds of ridiculous parameters. So that's coming up, as well as music for the Vajir Holes, and you can always give me a call at 1313-444-8919. Again, that's 1313-444-8919. Or you can Skype me at AlienStone1. That's AlienStone and the number 1. Don't spell out 1 because you'd be wrong. Also, remember, the attack gets underway at 9 a.m. For those of you just tuning in, you're late! And here we go, music for the Vajir Holes. Let's pick something out, shall we? Head on over to the Alien X Radio Artist Vault. That's right, it's a vault because it's all locked up. Nobody can get at it except me. And it's just like there's like 15 categories and they're all over the place. It's a big hot mess, if you know what I'm saying. HR Rustica and Hot Mess on the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
H.R. Rustica, and you are listening to Alien X Radio.
It was so long ago that I don't miss you, but you don't come the day when I can't resist you. Just leave me to be in sweet surrender. You are my enemy, and I fall to falter. For you to let me go and let me live life. Stop holding on to me, your grip gets so tight. Just leave me to be so peacefully. Let me live gracefully, away from your greed.
This week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please. No, not that.
Val and Earl decided to leave town.
Hey, hold up. That's Edgar Deans.
They just picked the wrong day to do it.
Jeez. You guys better get the hell out of here. There's a killer on the loose. Who could be doing it?
Is that a snake?
I'll give you boys $5 for this.
Wagon.
But where do they come from? I vote for Outerspace. No way these are local boys.
You see, they're headed right for us.
No Richter scale can measure it.
They're coming!
No scientist can explain it.
Bert, they're under the ground.
You didn't get penetration even with the elephant gun.
What to call it?
Megaworms or suckers or suckoids. Valley is just one long smorgasbord.
Now, it's up to Val and Earl to save the world.
That's one big mother.
Who died and made you Einstein?
And they know just what to do. Flip for it.
Damn.
Kevin Bacon, Fred Ward, Tremors.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
What is up, everyone? I am the Prospect, and this is the weekly sports update on Alien X Radio. The NBA season has been a virtual roller coaster. The season came to a screeching halt, only to resume in a shortened quarantine format, with some of the teams not participating at all. Like the other sports that resumed, the postseason will be something to remember forever. The Los Angeles Lakers are in a prime position to do so after beating the Miami Heat 124-114 to take a 2-game lead in the finals. Anthony Davis and LeBron James were on fire throughout the game, becoming the first Lakers tandem to score at least 32 points in a finals game since Kobe and Shaq in 2002. Coach Frank Vogel thinks that this team will pull it out and win the franchise's 18th championship, while Eric Spoelstra believes the Heat will emerge out of this 0-2 hole. We will see by the next update. Elsewhere in the league, the Philadelphia 76ers have acquired newly available head coach Doc Rivers days after parting ways with the Clippers. The deal, set over 5 years, places him in the Atlantic Division, where he will likely be setting a rivalry with the team that he won a championship with in 2008, the Boston Celtics. With the early exit in the playoffs, the Sixers look to improve their roster and their playmaking, and with Rivers guiding them, it may result in a deeper trip into next year's playoffs. The NFL has their first official confirmed cases of COVID-19. 8 Tennessee Titans players have tested positive for the virus, making their game against the Pittsburgh Steelers postponed until later in the season. And it has been reported that Patriots' Cam Newton has been diagnosed as well, ruling him out in their game against the Chiefs. The NFL has also announced that some Chiefs players have been tested positive as well, and so the league has moved that game to either Monday or Tuesday. The Patriots are looking to start Brian Hoyer when their game gets rescheduled. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect. Say until next time, Prospect out.
With the weather quickly changing, it might be a good time to have your furnace or air conditioner checked out by a professional.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio. Resistance is futile.
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like.
It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
All right, folks, we're really running out of time here because yesterday's episode of Just a Few Questions, it went a little bit longer than most episodes. I'm just saying. Because, we got people calling in from England. We got people sitting next to me here answering just a few questions. And, of course, I had just a few questions within just a few questions, as always. Appendix A, and, it just goes on and on. Hey, a follow-up question would be... a follow-up question to the follow-up question. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm wasting time here telling you about it. So, anyway, I do have to take care of one more brand spanking new music submission to the station, and then we are going to smack straight into just a few questions to make sure that we fit this in. All right, so, submitted to the station just yesterday. Have not heard it yet. Again, I've been doing this today. I've just been grabbing songs and throwing them in there. Odin's Revenge is the name of the band, and Bullet is the name of the song. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. Stick around. Just a Few Questions is up next.
Something pulling on your
answer just a few questions.
Ah, yes. Hey, guess what?
Is it working now?
About to find out. You are inside the mothership. Who's this?
This will be me. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Oh, it's Mad Martin from UG Media on the other side of the globe.
What up, Matt Gramps? What's going on?
Hey, how are we all doing, ladies? We all good?
Yes, there, princess. Thank you for asking.
Swinging right away.
I know. I caught it.
Ah, right in the chin.
So, a little birdie tells me that the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas is coming back for another year.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Cool. The world isn't ready for this like they weren't ready for the Rona. As if 2020 couldn't get any worse.
That's right. You thought it was over. We hit you with the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas.
Yep. I already took the following week off of work. It's going to be great. Because last year was... it was rough going into work, dude. That following.
Oh, yeah, I bet, man. I bet.
Oh, it was rough. Rough. So what's up, man? You going to hang out and play just a few questions?
Oh, yes, indeed.
All right. Well, here we go.
Always a glutton for punishment.
Good deal.
Always love it when people call them their gluttons for punishment.
I know. It's great. It's like
it divides, it spreads around the punishment. So, it's not all on one person.
Self-inflicting. It's awesome.
So, let's get underway with...
Question number 1.
Question number 1 goes like this. After working hard for years, you were finally able to take a vacation. After trying to assemble your own hotel, airfare, and fun in the sun type package, you went on what you thought would be a great adventure. Well, the plane was late. It was dirty. It was a rough ride. The transportation on the ground was even worse. You stayed in what you thought was a 5-star hotel, but was really a by-the-hour hooker house in the ghetto. Yeah! All of the fun you booked turned out to be fake offers. You got mugged, and it rained the entire time. What a crappy vacation.
Welcome to the D.
So, now, you want to make sure that this never happens to anyone else. So, you have decided to build your very own travel agency. You will team up with world travelers to put together great vacation packages to exotic locations filled with fun and entertainment. You will offer packages for families, couples, singles, school trips, business trips, stripper conventions, and even heavy metal vomit party packs.
Oh, man.
Including live acts. The first pack you will put together is the vacation you wanted and never got. So, first, where will the customer's destination be? D-Unit, where are we going in this package?
So it's a place I've never been?
It's a place you want this package to go to. Where you go? Anywhere in the state, the country, the world, the universe.
Dude, I'm Vegas, baby.
Vegas.
Vegas, baby.
All right. So D's going to Vegas.
Going to Vegas.
And Sir Martin of Mad.
Ooh,
where are you going?
Say this, sorry, it faded out there a little bit. What's that?
Where are you going on your vacation? When we put together this package, where is it that you're going to go?
We're going to get weird. We're going to get weird, Alien Stone. We're going to go to Transylvania.
Transylvania! How very October of you.
You know what's messed up is I was saying
You'll wait for it.
All right, so D-Unit's going to Vegas.
I'm going to Vegas, man.
And Mad Bart's going to Transylvania.
He's going to, yeah.
Either way, both of them sound like a gamble.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wah, wah, wah.
Now, as we continue through question number 1, what modes of transportation will you offer for getting to this destination? Will it be A, airplane or hot air balloon? B, train or covered wagon? C, boat or submarine?
D, bus or subway, or E, spaceship or intergalactic slingshot. And this time, Mad Martin, you're going to go first. Airplane and balloon, train covered wagon, boat submarine, bus subway, or spaceship and intergalactic slingshot.
Is there a wild card or is there not a wild card?
There is not a wild card for this portion of this question.
But you can always make up your own answer.
Oh, I keep forgetting about that. You can do it once.
You can only do it once. One time per game.
Okay, we'll go by, as it is Transylvania, we'll go by wagon, a rickety wagon.
There you go. So you're picking B, which is train or covered wagon. So you're going old school Transylvania transportation.
Yeah, baby.
United Transylvania will get you there eventually.
Well, I definitely can't choose like the boat thing because Vegas is in a desert, so we definitely can't go with that.
Yeah, that would be tough, man. You would never get there. You'd be there just rowing and rowing and rowing.
The train and wagon thing, that again would kind of suck.
And there's Indians.
Yeah. But again, you're like, in the desert. That's going to be like really, really hot and stuff like that.
I don't think there's too many air-conditioned covered wagons.
I've never had an issue with the airport in Vegas, so I'm thinking hot air balloon and plane. Even though you wouldn't catch me dead in a hot air balloon. Not a donut's chance in Ethiopia. Not gonna happen.
You say I get the wows, you got the wow. All right, so D Unit's going to take an airplane or a hot air balloon. No, this is the package that you're putting together. This is the package you want, but you're going to offer this to all your customers.
Correct.
So right now, you're offering a Vegas trip via airplane or hot air balloon.
Depending on departure, yes.
And Mad Martin is offering a trip to Transylvania via train or covered wagon. That will be an interesting trip, how to get there that way. You better book in advance and start in advance, and better not be of advanced age when you begin.
Right.
So, moving on with still question number 1. Where will the customer stay when they get to the destination? A bench just outside of a 5-star hotel. B, a Motel 6 with no electricity. I guess they won't be leaving the light on for you. C, an inner city apartment bed and breakfast. Or D, Jupiter Station. And D Unit this time.
Jupiter Station.
Remember, one of the options earlier was a spaceship or intergalactic slingshot, and you could go anywhere you wanted. You chose Earth.
Is there a wild card one on this one?
This is where the wild card comes in to play. You could choose the wild card on where you're going to stay on your trip.
I gotta go with the wild card. I just feel like, if I was to send somebody in a hot air balloon to Vegas and they sat on a bench in front of a 5-star, hotel, that'd be like a hooker licking the shaft and not putting it in their mouth. Dude.
Wow. Yeah, it's kind of beating around the bush, as it were.
Wah, wah, wah. I want wild card for 1,000, Alex.
All right, the wild card answer is going to wait until after I get the answer from Sir Martin of Mad. What is your answer, sir?
Very good. Very good.
What is your answer, sir? The bench just outside a 5-star hotel, a Motel 6 with no electricity, an inner city apartment bed and breakfast, or Jupiter Space Station?
Inner city bed and breakfast.
The inner city bed and breakfast, like a 1-bedroom apartment with the police sirens outside and duct tape on the window.
The hotel or the motel light.
You're like sleeping
flashes right outside your door.
Right, it's flicker. Yeah, you can see age, but one of the letters is out.
And then the train is right outside of it too.
Absolutely.
So that goes off every the horn of that goes off every 30 minutes.
Absolutely.
Yes. In Transylvania?
In Transylvania, yeah. Don't invite the vampires.
Act now, and you can bring the whole family for just one low price.
All right. So the wild card answer that
I chose,
D-Unit chose, would have been great if he had chose a spaceship or intergalactic slingshot, because he will be staying on Uranus in some crap hole.
Wah, wah, wah.
And the bonus question for question number 1 is...
gosh, it's still question number 1.
Yes, it's still question number 1. Why is it a bad idea to use a black light in a hotel room.
Why is it?
Why is it a bad idea to use a black light in a hotel room, Sir Martin of Mad, world traveler?
I sure hope that's yogurt everywhere.
Yogurts.
Man yogurts.
Why did I get the hotel? I should have just slept in my car.
So we're basically both going with the same reason why it's a bad idea. And that is, it illuminates all the set-in and stained body fluids.
Yes.
So, yes, we all agree on that.
All the man paste.
All the man paste, the man butter.
The mayonnaise.
The Jeffrey juice, whatever you want to call it. I swear.
You go in there, switch the light on, and you think, I hope that's not wet.
All right.
And now, finally, we're coming up to...
Question number 2.
Question number 2. Question number 2. Now you need to create extra fun packs so your customers can upgrade their vacations.
Oh, yeah.
These are smaller adventures that they can go on for an additional fee. Who wants to go on a vacation just to sit in the hotel? So...
I just thought of something.
What'd you think of? Oh, you thought of to add one in?
Igor's Water Park.
Igor's Water Park? Put it on the list, man.
I'm telling you, dudes.
We now have a theme
water
park.
sides galore.
Wow. And there's no water. It's just all lube.
It's just all lube.
It's all lube.
It just shoots out lube.
You come down the chute at like 95 miles an hour.
And then just I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw off just a few questions, man. Go on.
You'll be filled with fun and filled with lube when you hit the pool at 95. Anyway. Salmon flavor lube pool and the cherry flavor lube pool. Don't mix and match. So you have to choose 4 activity bundles that you will offer to supersize the customer's experience. Now, I'm going to give you a list of packets, like bundles that you could choose from.
And we got to choose 4 of them.
You got to choose 4 of them.
Okay.
So the first one is snorkeling, boating, and water skiing. B will be hiking, climbing, and rappelling. C will be touring the local back alley chop shops and sweatshops. D will be bungee jumping from a hot air balloon or drone. And E will be the ultimate local pub crawl with unlimited drink and hooker tickets, also offering additional health insurance accepted at your hotel's clinic. Prescriptions not included.
Prescriptions not included.
Or,
yeah! Good job out of you.
Or...
Way to throw that one in there. In the fine print.
In the fine print. Said you got to read that. Your agent won't tell you. So, or great. F, screw it. You are the boss. You will offer them all. And so unit of D.
I'm going to offer them all.
You're going to offer them all. The unit says we're getting everything. The clinic.
It's going to be hard to be doing the boating thing and stuff like that in the desert. However, helicopter rides can take you somewhere.
That's right. Right, well, you actually, you have the hot air balloons here. And the drones.
Right.
So
they can be dropped off somewhere.
Yeah. All right. Answer Martin of Mad. What say you? Which package are you offering?
I think.
Well, wait a minute.
I think it's E.
E, okay. And then there's 3 more you get to pick, though. So you got the ultimate pub crawl with the drinks and hooker coupons.
Oh, he would definitely do that.
Right?
I'll answer that one for him.
That's in there as well, yeah.
Okay. And they get 3 more. So you got the snorkeling, boating, and water skiing, hiking, climbing, and rappelling, touring the local back alley chop shops and sweatshops, or bungee jumping from hot air balloons or drones. Or you can still say screw it and add them all anyway.
Have them all.
All right, so you're putting everything all in there, man. You're just giving everybody the options to all of that stuff.
All in, baby.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, why not?
Super 5-it.
That's right, man. Choice. Choice is what it's all about in business, right? So.
Some people might not like the height thing, dude. So they might want to stay on the ground and do some other stuff.
So here's the thing.
Oh, there's always a thing.
There's always a thing,
There's always a thing, dude.
You can't just send a customer out in a boat or up in a balloon without some kind of instruction. You will need to employ the world's best instructors and guides. Here are some of the applicants for those positions and their experience. Who will you hire for each of these openings? Are you ready?
Hit me.
For the position of snorkeling, boating, and water skiing instructor, A, will you hire Fonzie? His experience is he jumped over the shark on Happy Days. Or B, Chippy number 5. His experience is he's the world famous water skiing squirrel, of course.
I'm going Chippy number 5.
Chippy number 5, man. If he's still alive.
I don't think he is.
Mad Martin, who say you?
I'll go with Chippy as well.
Chippy as well. Okay, so you just hired Chippy number 5. Fonzie is out the door, man.
Yeah, sorry, Fonz.
Yeah.
See, notice I made Fonzie number 8.
I didn't like the whole underwear leather jacket thing.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. So, who are you going to hire for the hiking, climbing, and rappelling instructor?
Oh.
Will it be A, a billy goat? The experience is they are great in the mountains and they will work for super cheap. Or B, Aaron Ralston. His experience is he's the outdoor man who had to cut off his forearm to free himself after it was stuck between 2 dislodged boulders. Remember him on TV? It was like 20-some hours is what it's called. He got stuck and he had to cut his own arm off to escape. That's his experience. So,
well,
who you
seem pretty excited about that guy.
I know, it scares me. The thought of having to cut through the tendons and pop the bone and everything to get...
You even thought of that? I'm going with Chippy number 5.
It's going to be real rough him trying to teach you how to climb a cliff when he's still glued to his little thing. For water skiing. But hey, you're taking Chippy number 5.
I'm making my own.
He's going to be the substitute instructor for the hiking, climbing, and rappelling. What say you, Mad Martin?
What was the first option?
That's true, though. We didn't think about that. Wait a minute. Squirrels are the greatest climbers in the world.
Exactly.
KP Rush just brought that up.
I know.
So yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but you know how many times you see them like jumping out of trees and stuff like that. How fast they get down on them. They can repel too.
Well, I guess Aaron Ralston would be a bad choice because he's screwed up and got himself trapped.
Right. Squirrels dodge my dogs all the damn time, man. I'm going with
squirrel. What say you, Bad Martin?
In all the excitement, I forgot what A was.
A was a billy goat.
Yeah, go with the billy goat.
So we got a billy goat and Chippy.
A billy goat in Transylvania. This is going to get weird.
This is going to get weird. That's right. So, who are you going to hire for your tour guide for the local chop shops and sweatshops? The unit. Will it be? These are really bad, dude. Some of them get really bad.
I already know my answer.
A is really an easy one. A is Mike Rowe. His experience is he's the host of the Discovery Channel's Dirty Jobs. Mm-hmm. The other choice is Sally Struthers. Her experience is she faked her own death to oversee Nike sweatshops in the Dominican Republic.
I'm going with Martha Stewart for 1,000.
Martha Stewart. You could make up one answer, but you know what? Martha Stewart it is.
Because I should have thought of that prior.
Martha Stewart is going to be...
Queen!
There you go. Mad Martin, who's going to be the tour guide for the chop shops and sweatshops?
I've got no idea. I don't know who any of these people are.
You don't know who's...
Sally Struthers did all the starving children commercials a long time ago.
No. South Park did a great scene on her. She looked like Chewbacca. Or not Chewbacca, like Jabba the Hutt.
Well, then you can make up an answer.
Yeah, make up an answer.
Who's going to be the tour guide for the sweatshops and stuff?
It's going to be Igor.
Igor!
There you go.
And over here's where we chain them to the sewing machines.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's either him or Terry Crews.
So, wow, we got like 10 minutes. So, we're still on question number 2. For bungee jumping instructor, who will you choose? Will it be Troy Griffin? His experience is he invented the slingshot ride in 1978 as an alternative to the bungee jump. That's the freak that said, hey, let's put a chair on a thing and stretch it down here and then let us go and shoot us in the sky. Yeah. Or B, Sir Isaac Newton. His experience is he studied the forces of nature and is credited with the discovery of the law of gravity.
I'm going with Newton.
Newton. He knows that you shouldn't do that.
Yeah. Why would somebody want to invent something that it's like the opposite of the purpose?
Exactly. It's like you should have talked to Sir Isaac Newton first.
Right, dude.
You know what I mean? It's like you need to consult. So, Mad Martin, what do you say? Is it Troy or Sir Isaac?
It's going to be Troy. You're going to need that to get out of Transylvania.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Gotta think about where you're at.
All right.
Good job out of you.
Good
Good
thing
job.
you guys are differing a little bit here.
Well, we're
that's
in
a
a couple
thing.
different places.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And the final instructor that you have to hire is not instructor, who will you hire for a tour guide for the ultimate pub crawl and hooker combo? Will it be A, get this, Charlie Sheen?
Oh, absolutely.
And his experience is, where do we begin?
Right.
Or the other person applying for the job is Tommy Lee. And his experience again is, where do we begin?
I'm going for the low price of, for additional hundo, dude, you get both of them.
That would be cool. They can tag team the class.
Exactly.
And probably would.
And giggity.
What say you, Mad Martin?
Tiger blood included. I'm just going to go with Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Winning. I don't know, man. I saw the opening scene of The Dirt, dude. I think hanging out with Tommy Lee doing some crazy stuff would be kind of fun, too.
Yeah, probably, yeah. And that brings us to...
Question number 3.
Question number 3 goes like this. In order to make this business work, you must team up with many other companies to provide your services to customers all over the world. Juggling dozens of different companies and organizations will be a challenge to say the least. After traveling and experiencing your services for yourself, you have come to the conclusion that while each trip was great as a standalone, you want to have some kind of common experience for each customer no matter what trip they take or how many. As different as each are, you want something to tie them all together. So, you realize that no matter where you went, no matter where you stayed, at some point you have to go back to the hotel. And you just might not be ready to go to your room. You always visit the hotel bar during your stay, and you bet others would do the same thing. So, after negotiations, you have teamed up with the local destination hotels and Igor's Lube to place a chain of identical English-style pubs in all of your participating hotels, calling them Igor and the Owl. They will all be built and look exactly the same, focused on the customer that just isn't ready for bed yet. You will offer one price, one size fits all end of the night package. What will this exclusive package include? A tall draft of beer, shot of whiskey, hot wings, the access code for the porno channel in your room, and a complimentary Igor's gift basket.
Hell yeah! Why are there even any more options?
Will it be B?
Oh, okay. There's better. Okay.
A fat Igor's ganja blunt.
Oh, wait, what would be?
A microwave pizza. 10% off the mini bar snacks. Access to the code to the porno channel in your room, and a complimentary Igor's Lube gift basket. B, Igor's fungus magic mushrooms, a gallon of orange juice, a microwave pizza, a sword to fight the dragon later, the access code to the porno channel in your room, and a complimentary Igor's Lube gift basket. Or finally, D, a pint of beer, Igor's fungus and ganja blunt, a microwave pizza with oranges and Snickers on it, a sword of access codes to which you shall unlock the episodes of the entire series of The Golden Girls on the Idiot Box in your room, and a complimentary Igor's Lube gift basket.
Oh, man.
Which one would you like?
I want to go with B and D.
With B and D. I think B and D are already together, kind of.
I mean, they're kind of together, but they're kind of different.
Right, you still get the 10% off the mini,
right, which is cool and everything like that. But I mean, the whole Golden Girls access is freaking priceless.
Right, but you don't get the porno though.
But you got the porno in B, right?
Huh?
I got the porno in B.
You are right.
So that's what I'm saying. So I'm going with E, both B and D.
You're going with B and D. What say you, Mad Martin?
I'm going to go A and D with. Now we're going to be really cheeky here. Half price ticket for D units, please, because you can lose your soul in Transylvania and then you can lose your money in Vegas.
There you go. It's
So you're saying
a weekend getaway.
So if you go to the Transylvania destination, you get like coupons to spend at the Vegas destination?
And then vice versa.
Yes.
Wow. And then you just keep going back and forth.
But wait, act now for before you cash out. Hey, would you like to partake in going to Transylvania and having just as much fun, if not as much fun, as you did here? 50% off.
And
by the way, the horse and buggy are leaving right now.
That's right. Take a while to get there. And the bonus question is, what is the name of your travel agency, D-Unit?
Oh, shice. I got to come up with one off the top of my head.
What are you going to call your travel agency?
Travel with Unit.
Travel with Unit. And Mad Martin, what is the name of your travel agency?
I'm going to go with a Tales from the Crypt reference and go Bordello of Blood.
Bordello of Blood Travel Agency.
Bordello with 2 L's or 1?
Potato. I'll go with 1.
Bordello of Blood Travel Agency. Wow. And that brings us now to Lightning Strikes. You guys ready for Lightning Strikes?
Hit it.
Okay.
Yeah, hit it.
Public beach or public swimming pool?
Oh, public beach.
What say you, Mad Martin?
Well, here the term public swimming pool is a thing, but the beach is open to everybody, so it's a kind of bit of both, really.
Which one would you prefer, though, a beach or a pool?
Oh,
public.
Beach, Cliff.
Exactly. But there's fish pee at the beach.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, true or false? If 2 guys are in the same communal hot tub at a hotel, the same water is touching both of their buttholes. True. What do you say, Mad Martin?
It was in the same thing, yeah.
It's true, exactly. That's why you just don't do that. No, okay. What is most likely to make you think of a vacation? Hawaiian music or shitter was full?
Some places I've been, it's the latter.
I already knew what you were going to say. Travel light or pack too much?
Oh, travel light, man.
And Martin?
Yeah, travel light.
Absolutely. Significant other travels light or packs too much?
Pack too much.
Mad Martin?
I don't have that problem, but more than likely will pack too much.
Absolutely.
It's my industrial strength hair dryer, and I can't live without it.
Very good.
We gotta hurry up and get through this. We gotta real fast. Yes or no? Has Alien Stone ever traveled by bus?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes or no? Has Alien Stone ever used a bathroom on a bus?
Probably no.
7th grade trip. We had a Greyhound bus that had a bathroom in it.
Had to go.
A very long trip. So, who was the actor that played the guy in the window seat in the original Twilight Zone episode Nightmare at 20,000 Feet with the monster on the wing of the plane?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
There's a monster out there. There's a monster. There's a man on the wing. Who played the original character on Twilight Zone?
Vincent Price.
Matt Martin?
I don't know. I really don't know. If I rack my brain here, I don't know.
William Shatner.
Oh.
William Shatner.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
Terrible.
Very good.
Finish this line from Vacation. Sorry, folks, park's closed. Sorry, folks, park's closed.
Oh, what does he say?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, the bear from the outside. You should have got the nut. Saw with the bear on the outside.
The moose out front should have told you.
Yeah, the moose out front should have told you.
And finally, the Grand Canyon and the South Sandwich Trench. These are both real places. Which one is also the best nickname for Courtney Love's vagina? The Grand Canyon or the South Sandwich Trench?
I would go for the trench.
Yeah.
The answer is they are both fine names. That's it. And that has been Just a Few Questions.
Sorrow. I'm the one that calls you any pain. I'm the one times laughing. I only want to see you laughing. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Only wanna see you laughing in the purple rain. I never wanna be your weekend love. I wanna be some kind of friend. Baby, I can steal you from another. Such a shame our friendship had to end. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Only wanna see you bathing in the purple rain. Oh yeah, I know times have changed. It's time we all reach out for you, and that means you too. Say you won't leave, but you can't make up your mind. You better close it. You better close it. Purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only wanna see, I only wanna see you.
Truly an awesome remake right there. Performing live in the studio. That was Arcade's project. Members from the Creeping Chaos, and of course the remake of Princess Purple Rain. Hey, that's all the time we got for this week on the Attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from Outer Space. I'm starting my vacation today, everybody. That's right. I'm doing nothing. Don't ask me to do nothing. Until next time, this is Alien Stone saying peace.